KFC wraps are back with a new mac and cheese wrap. Choose 2 for just $5.
It's finger-licking good.
Well, Cam Lewis is able to get up and walk to the sideline, grabbing at his right arm. In on the stop of Pirine. And Damar Hamlin is into the ballgame. This will be his first snap as part of the defense for the Buffalo Bills since the cardiac arrest this past January, on January 2nd in Cincinnati. He's played a couple of games on special teams, including tonight, but he's in there on defense. First down, Denver. Here's Sutton, incomplete. Douglas with good coverage.
That's really good coverage by Douglas, because initially you're going to see he's crossed over. Right there, typically a corner would be beat, and a receiver would drive into the hole then, and he still has a chance. It's on Sutton. He's just not able to make a play. But Douglas, well, he's able to recover from that nicely.
Second down and 10. Russell has to take off, and he is brought down by Dorian Williams.
When they've locked up and they've brought pressure and they've locked up man-to-man on the outside, they've held up pretty well. You're going to see the look. There's not a lot of places to go with the football, and we've seen Russell then trying to just move up in the pocket and get what he can.
Third down and 5. Wilson flips. Pirine with the first down. Williams on the stop, but now inside Buffalo territory. And the ball sitting at the 45. Wilson, Troutman inside the 40. And Damar Hamlin with the tackle. But they are inside and at the outer edge of field goal range already for Will Lutz after that 6-yard completion.
Yeah, they're within range, but from what we've seen tonight, and as you talked about, Joe, with the winds and all, I wouldn't feel real good about this attempt from this distance.
They want more. They've got 2nd and 4. They take a timeout. Take a look at our game recap brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. And Russell Wilson has shown flashes of old Russell Wilson when they were letting him cook.
He really has. I mean, he has looked really good, and a lot of these plays that he's made are not really going to show up. And if you hadn't watched him play tonight, you're not going to appreciate exactly the night that he had. But the fact that they have a chance to win this game, their defense has been good, and Russell Wilson has been good tonight also.
Second down and 4. It'd be a 57-yard try from this spot, so they want more.
They want more, and you know, they look like they're coming, the Bills. You just can't afford to take a sack.
And that's exactly what happens. The sack by the Bills defense. Taylor Rapp was in there, and he was not alone. A.J. Epinesa got through, and that takes him out of field goal range, and a timeout taken by Denver. Jordan Poyer, I mean, there were 3 or 4 players who got through. Epinesa, Poyer at the bottom of that pile. Rapp was in there.
Well, Pirine comes over to pick up Poyer, but it was an all-out blitz. There's nobody there. It's 0 blitz, and Russell, he knows that, and you cannot hold it. They were in press coverage. You just got to get the ball out.
That loss of 6 on the 5th sack of the night takes Denver out of field goal range. And no timeouts left for the Broncos, who took it after the sack, their final one.
They're showing it again.
This one up for Judy. There is contact and a flag by Taron Johnson. That ball sat up in the air, and Judy going back to make a play. It's a call against Taron Johnson.
Well, Judy has him by about 3 feet.
7. Front foul. Automatic first down.
Judy beats him off the line so fast that this is a touchdown if you get it out there. And it's an underthrow, and so Taron, as he's trying to make up the ground, Judy comes working back. He could have worked it back even a little harder to make it an easier call. But definitely contact made. And here's the all-out blitz, and Russell just trying to get it out there as best he can.
It's a 28-yard penalty to bring the ball to the 17.
And Sean McDermott just cannot believe it.
Neither can Josh Allen as they watch the replay on the board. But there was contact by Taron Johnson as that ball was coming down. Again, no timeouts. And now Buffalo takes a timeout with 25 seconds left. Yesterday, there were 5 game-winning field goals as time expired yesterday, the most in a single week in NFL history. We're headed for something along those lines, with Dixon thinking about bobbling that last snap, and Will Lutz wondering if he's going to be a hero tonight for the Denver Broncos in a game where they really played well. Trailing by 1. Trying to get their 3rd win in a row, get to 4-5 with a Sunday night game coming up next week against the Vikings.
Well, these are the games that really build programs, and they had that win before their bye against Kansas City. And I mentioned it early in the game, Joe, the opportunity that it was before Denver to come in here to Buffalo and win a game against a good team. You know, after all that they had been through to start this year, and they're right on the verge right now. But if they're able to get out of here and close out this game and win, what that will do for their confidence and what they're trying to build, and Sean Payton is, it'll be huge.
Timeout is taken by Buffalo. And with 23 seconds left, Taron Johnson still pleading his case. These two sides are out of timeouts. We came on the air talking about the playoff picture in the AFC. Kansas City on top at 7-2. See the division leaders right now in the wild card spots, who the teams would be. And in the hunt, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Indy, and Las Vegas. 2-0 under Antonio Pierce. And now the Denver Broncos trying to get into that conversation. And this conversation here is interesting. You've got 24 seconds left, 3rd and 13, and you have no timeouts.
Well, you have no timeouts. We saw there at the end of the first half the job that they were able to do running out their field goal team and have them prepared to execute it. Now, it's not ideal, but they're in that position again because they're not going to be able to stop the clock.
That field goal team is lined up on the sideline, and here we go. The quick change.
Now, they've got plenty of time. Everybody can relax right now.
41-yard try for the win. Lutz. He missed it, but a flag is down.
12 men on defense. 5-yard penalty.
Wow.
Still 4th down.
So with that quick change, the Broncos were ready, and the Bills had 12 men on defense. And we'll count them up.
We're going to cover up some people. I don't even know where we're at. I don't know. They said
and 12. You got it.
There's the 12th
There's
guy.
12 back there in the back, Terrell Bernard. So there were 12 men out there for the Buffalo Bills. And this will move the ball inside the 20, and it becomes a 36-yard game-winning field goal attempt by Will Lutz.
There's nothing guaranteed.
Good snap, good hold. Kick, perfect. And the Broncos have come to Buffalo. And they're going to leave with a win. 24-22 to get to 4-5. And in a game just filled with mistake after mistake for the Buffalo Bills, including having too many men on the field on a field goal try by Lutz where he missed it. He gets another try at it and knocks it right down the middle for the game winner.
Yeah, I'm with you, Joe. I mean, as tough as this loss is for Buffalo, when you played the way that they did and turned the ball over, you really didn't deserve to win. And so, again, to go back to what I said earlier, for Denver, what this means for them, and we already said that Buffalo they had their backs against the wall coming into this game. They were out of the playoff picture, and with one of the toughest schedules remaining, this was a to have, and they did not show up, and they didn't play very well, and as a result, they lose.
Well, that last drive, 10 plays, 57 yards, and just under 2 minutes off the clock. And the last time the Bills were 500 or worse at this stage of the season was Josh Allen's rookie year. They'll walk out of here 5-5. That 28-yard pass interference call on Taron Johnson on 3rd and 10 from the 45. And then the game-winning field goal on the second try by Will Lutz after the too many men on the field call. 36 to win it. And it's a win for the Denver Broncos, 24-22. What a night for Sean Payton in his first year with Denver. Next Monday night, can't wait, in Kansas City, Eagles and the Chiefs. This has been a presentation of the NFL on ESPN and ABC.